Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to share this video with you guys. We are almost done with our laundry room here. All I have to do is clean it up, do a few final touches, and then I can go ahead and start putting stuff in here. This has been such a long project coming, and I will link the videos down of our progress from when we first started. We started this actually back in February, so it's been quite a while for this laundry room to be put together. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take this plastic bag and I'm going to fill it with all the trash that is around the room, and I'm just going to put away the tools and all of the paint and just everything that doesn't belong in here and get that taken care of, so that way I can go ahead and get cleaning this so we can get everything moved in. As you can see, it is quite dirty in here. We've got just lots of construction dust and, you know, just stuff all over that needs to be cleaned. And then the windows are really dirty. We've got some dried mud spackle here on the windows. So I actually took a wet rag because it's water soluble, and I was scrubbing trying to get these clumps off, and I realized that it was not working very well. So I just found a plastic scraper. Actually, I think this was a wooden paint stirrer because I couldn't find my plastic scraper, and I just used that to knock all the mud off without scratching the window. And then I can go through with a damp cloth and just wipe off all of the things that I couldn't get off. And then I can go through with window cleaner and get these windows nice and clean.
Until you came, I was breathless when we first met. Couldn't keep my hands away. I was speechless when we first met. Yeah, you took the pain away. Didn't mind my scars, mend my broken heart. Life was dull until you came. Now I see in color again.
So these cabinets here had a lot of construction dust and wood shavings in them from screwing them into the walls. So the first cabinet, I actually used a wet rag to wipe it out, but there was just so much dust in there. I decided to get the shop vac for the second one and just give it a quick vacuum. And then I can go ahead and spray with my cleaner and wipe it out and clean it that way. We will be putting handles a little bit later on these doors here, but we just haven't got around to that yet. I also decided to use the shop vac on most of the dust on the floor, just kind of picking up the big piles and getting along the baseboards and underneath the cabinets before I swept, just because it's a little bit easier to get it up with this than with the broom. This is the circuit breaker panel, and it used to be on the other side of the wall, which is now the kids' bathroom. It used to be a closet, and we ended up just turning it around, so now it's in the laundry room, so I want to make sure I get that clean. Now moving on to the paint splatters on the floor before I mop. A little trick is you take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and a microfiber cloth, and you can just scrub the little paint splatters up right off the floor. And apparently we didn't have parts of the floor covered good enough, but this actually surprisingly took the paint right off. Now if you do try this, just make sure you test it in an inconspicuous spot just in case it ruins your floor, but it actually did not ruin our floor, so I was very pleasantly surprised. I was able to get all of the little paint splatters off the floor. Now moving on to mopping the floor, I have a spray mopper with a microfiber pad, but the sprayer doesn't work, so I just take my all-purpose cleaner and I spray the floor and then go through with my damp mop and wipe it up afterwards. So we just got our new washer delivered finally after many postponings because of appliance shortages. So we're doing our first load here.
I'm putting my clothes in.
You putting your clothes in?
Yeah.
Good job. Look how big it is. The door is so much wider than our other one. And I think it's even bigger than our other one. This is 4.5 cubic feet, and I think our other one was 4.
Can I wash my underwear?
Yes, you can wash your underwear. And then the little lip here is a wide opening, and you can see if you get stuff stuck in there, and it's easy to clean. Our other one is really narrow, so stuff gets stuck in there, and sometimes you don't always notice it, so you gotta check. How do you feel? Why don't you show us the washer that you made?
Is my little washer right here, and I have a little cart to pull it.
So he made this little washer like the other one at our townhome, if you guys have been watching that long and remember my last washer. Yep, you can wash your sock. What do you think, bud? It's quiet. The true test will be how loud it is when it spins, because our other one sounds like a jet plane taking off. So we had an LG at our other house. It was the top loader, and it would sense how heavy the load is so it can add the water, and then it would do the timer. So right now it's sensing, you can see the little thing sensing, 29 minutes. Wow, that would be a quick wash, because our other one takes an hour. Here is our current laundry room, which is kind of the passway between the kitchen and the garage. So we have plans to make this into a mudroom, but obviously I need to move all this stuff upstairs and get this area cleaned. So my little buddy here, Miles, is gonna help me get this area all cleaned and everything moved upstairs so we can get that organized and put away. So this is our old washer here that we have had for about 11 years now, and this is actually going to be moved down into the basement with a washer hookup because we have a motorhome rental business and we wash the bedding in this, so it'll be nice to be able to have this separate from our regular washer where we wash our clothes. So now I finally, after months and months and months of waiting, I get to put everything here in the new laundry room. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna organize this and where I'm gonna put everything, so I'm just gonna start by putting stuff away and I'll eventually reorganize it later. I do have plans to put more shelving up and maybe some cabinets over the washer and dryer. The shelving that is up right now was already there from when this was our closet, so we're just gonna utilize that for now until we kind of know what we want to do in here. So I will do a video later on of how I organize this and stuff like that, but for now I'm just going to stick it up there and get everything put away. So we finally got our dryer moved upstairs, and kind of funny story, the dryer is a little bit wider than our doorway. The doorway was a closet before, so it's not as wide as in like a normal doorway. So we ended up having to take part of the door frame off and the back of the dryer off, and it just barely fit in there, but we got it in there. So we did a few more things in here. We put this shelf here because I want to be able to put my laundry baskets on the shelf there. And then in here, this cupboard, the top shelf was half of this width here, and it was just a small shelf. So I wanted this to be able to replace my linen closet. So we ended up just buying a board here that was the same width that we needed. And we ended up drilling some extra holes up front here for these little things, you know, to hold the shelf. And this is what we will put our towels and linens and stuff on, because this is taking the place of our linen closet. And this is in our master closet here. This is the wall here that went into the laundry room. So we haven't finished this. I don't know when we're gonna finish this, but if we do, we're gonna have to take out all of our clothes and everything because sanding, mudding, everything is so messy. But one day we'll do that. So this here is all of our linen closet stuff. I think I'm gonna keep our towels and sheets in here. That way if I need a towel or washcloth, you know, when I'm showering or something, it's all right here in our closet. And we've got like these little shelves here and stuff. So I'm gonna move the rag towels and some other stuff into the laundry room now. I bought this little soap dispenser from Amazon to go in the 4th hole because our sink had 4 holes and the faucet I chose only had 3. So I ended up just getting this to put in there, and I overfilled this and it overflowed and made a mess. Stay tuned for a blooper at the end of when that happened. So I just took one of these little pipettes for chapstick and I just suctioned it out until I could get the little stopper in there and cleaned it up, which was quite a mess because, you know, it was all bubbly and soapy. So I've got everything in here for now, and I'll go back and organize it later. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And then we just drilled some extra holes here for the little, that little whatever thing that is, stand. Oh! I overflowed it. No! I knew that was gonna happen.